So just like last week, we ended up getting 2 updates in a row here for Call of Duty Vanguard, and today actually has some decent changes that are worth mentioning. So we're going to break down everything that changed within this video and what you need to know. So that said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like these changes being made? Do you think there's some solid progress being made to Vanguard, or maybe not so much? Whatever the case, let me know down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let's aim for 2,000 likes on this. You guys have been crushing the support here on the channel, so truly, thank you guys so much for that. I truly do appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with all things Vanguard, hit that subscribe button. Whether it be best class setups, tips and tricks, camo guides, updates and information like this, we got you covered here on the channel. So if you guys are a part of that nearly 70% of viewers that are not subscribed and you'd like to help us out on that road to 500,000 subscribers, I'd love to have you in the community. That said, let's jump right into the update at hand and what changed. So to start, yesterday's update was a little bit lackluster. We didn't really see too much in terms of weapon tuning. We saw some stealth adjustments to the STG-44 and the Type 100 and the properties they had combined with their ammo conversion as well as vital, but outside of that we really didn't see too much. But today Sledgehammer put out another little update that should be tackling a little bit more here, and actually is the first time we see anything mentioned in the way of the new bloom factor within Vanguard. So let's just start out with that, the weapon tuning here. For the first time mentioned is the effects of bloom, in which they stated that they reduced the effects of the ADS spread, that being on base weapons without attachments. Of course, you can still make it tighter, you can still make it wider, but the bloom effect on just the base weapons was reduced across the board. So when we take a look at some of the footage that I've used from day one, that's something that was a very wide range of what you'd be able to see in that bloom factor. It should now be tighter for all weapons. So that means that at a distance, while you still have those factors like recoil and everything that can throw you off target, if you were to say single fire and your weapon recentered after every single shot, you'd have a little bit more accurate of a shot at distance as opposed to what you would as of yesterday. So while I don't think that bloom has any place in Call of Duty, introducing pure randomness to where your shots could land in gunfights, it is something that with an entire accuracy system built out within attachments, I didn't see them removing this. So while I didn't really have any idea, this is kind of what I expect they would have done. Slightly tune the effects of bloom rather than entirely remove it. So that's what we have here, the first official confirmation of this and really official mention of bloom. So interesting to see how this will work out for the rest of the year. But then the other big thing here in terms of weaponry is something that is great now, especially given that shipment is in the 24/7 rotation, which, by the way, if you guys have not played that already, definitely do that if you're ranking up some weapons. It is a breeze because all it is just non-stop action. You take the chaos of DOS House and make it even smaller. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. The spawn traps can be kind of crazy on this map as well, but I'm liking ranking my stuff up faster than I was beforehand. But anyways, for this, we saw the shotguns had a balance pass on all range, pellet spread, hip fire penalties, and described even more, though that is a little bit vague. Now, they didn't give any specific values or anything like that, so we'll have to see in time how everything works out, how it all actually feels in game, to see if this is something that is truly a nerf into the ground, a slight tuning, or maybe not really even much of a change. But that's something that was adjusted and honestly is a great change, I think, on paper, because it was unbearable. Next thing, please fix some of the combat shield hitboxes. Those are still busted, offering a little protection to players on the front, even if it's stowed on their back. But after that, they said they fixed 3 individual challenges here, which are phenomenal, I think. That firstly being, well, the Mark 11 launcher's long shot challenges were not tracking, so those should be tracking now. You can finally get those done, and truth be told, that's one that may be a relative breeze, especially with shipment. There is a very easy way to get double and triple kills here with the Mark 11, so if you're having trouble with that one, play on there, get 2 kills, then quickly swap to your launcher and get 1 or 2 kills. If you get a triple or fury kill, it counts towards those triples. But the long shots were definitely one of the most problematic because they just weren't tracking. So everything else you can kind of complete with relative ease. So nice to see that that is fixed out as well. Now, the one with the automaton as well was finally fixed with the mind games challenge, where the assassin proficiency didn't exist. It was discovered that you could actually use frenzy in the place of that, whereas it was sort of just a visual bug and labeling of the wrong proficiency, but it actually worked, and now the challenge is specifically changed so it is the frenzy proficiency. So you could have gotten gold on this already, but now you know explicitly what you need to do. And then finally, the weapon challenges category, they fixed a bug preventing the player from completing the Deadeye challenge for the fighting knife. That being the get 30 kills while the enemy's stunned or flashed. So I haven't been able to test this one out personally, but as we've mentioned, this was actually bugged where you had to be stunned, not the enemy. So hopefully that's now fixed out where you don't have to stun yourself. You can just run around and stun the enemy, which makes life drastically easier. Now, that said, there still is a handful of other camo challenges that are either still broken or not tracking properly, i.e. for those that have ranked up the STG within Warzone, your first two challenges of the eliminations and the headshots still probably aren't tracking properly. The NZ41's the same way. The Panzerfaust hasn't had any of its camo challenges adjusted just yet, so we'll see how all of those come later on down the line, but we do have some fixes here rather than nothing. In terms of search and destroy, the bomb glitch has been fixed out now. In the perk category, the weapon perk of Gung Ho, that sprint speed is no longer bugged when using shotguns, so as they say, slow down friends, so that should now be working properly. The field upgrade of the armor, offering a seemingly unlimited amount of it, has been fixed out. Operators and their favorite weapons now should be properly granting additional XP, whereas it was not beforehand. That's one of the big bonuses in using weapons for certain operators, is you get bonus operator XP, you get bonus weapon XP as well. So those were of course important, and nice to see those are fixed out as well. And finally, clan tags, those were adjusted where if you had any of the developer clan tags, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, or Raven tags, you now no longer can apply those, though I don't know if you've had them, if you can still keep them or not. But anyways, that was the update and the technical stuff that was added in, but today we also got a regular weekly playlist update that also brought along with it more than just a few playlist updates and new things you can play around with in-game. Though starting out with that playlist update, we of course have Killbox, which seems to be objective-based modes on smaller maps, Ship House 24/7, which is Shipment, and DOS House in a combination 24/7 playlist. So unfortunately, unlike yesterday, we don't have just the Shipment 24/7, but you still have a nice bit of rotation here with it. You can see Bloodshed is Assault TDM on any map here, and then Carnage is actually a brand new way for players to, in the hardcore variant, be able to play these smaller maps in limited time modes. That is something that I don't expect to stick around the entire time. I'm really just hoping they add the ability to put these LTMs in the hardcore quick play filter, but for the time being, while that is not the case, you're going to be able to play hardcore playlists featuring hardcore game mode variants across various number of maps. So you can play Shipment in a hardcore variation. It just might be the luck of the draw here at that in some cases. But outside of that, we also see that we have Quintuple XP, an event that we have never seen before within any Call of Duty. We've seen double XP, double Battle Pass XP, and double Weapon XP in the past, but right now, active, even though it only states that there are 3 of these, there actually is in fact double XP, double weapon XP, double battle pass XP, double clan XP, and double operator XP. So right now, if you have the ability this weekend to grind out, absolutely do so. It's not going to be anything that is bugged like some of the Warzone tokens. Apparently that only gives 1.5 times XP. This is your full-on double XP. Assuming there is no sort of XP cap or anything like that, there is going to be an absurd amount of grinding and progression done towards your weapons this weekend. So if you have the opportunity, now is the literal best time that we've had since the launch of Vanguard. So I'm going to be grinding it out here this weekend. Hopefully I see you guys online as well. But that said, the final thing that was introduced here with this sort of playlist update was now the introduction of the multiplayer free access weekend for Call of Duty Vanguard. This is something that from today, November 18th until the 22nd, you can end up playing a decent bit of Call of Duty Vanguard's MP. So if you were somebody that was a little bit skeptical, you were just holding out maybe until the Warzone update of Pacific, and you don't quite know if you want to pick up the game to get these guns leveled up or anything like that, this is honestly a great time to do so. I personally, as somebody that doesn't own a game or something like that, when I see it go free to play, I see absolutely no downside to that. You can jump in, try it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. But if you do, maybe discover your new game or something like that. So while that might not affect a lot of people here that are already watching the video, you may already have it. That is something that has gone live, so if you want to play with some friends that may not have the game, they can jump on now as well. But that is the update. That's what we got in terms of technical changes, as well as our weekly playlist update that we see every single Thursday across the board. Now, if you guys did miss, Warzone actually did have its Operation Flashback introduction as well. We covered that here in a separate video. If you guys want to check that out, that's up on the channel now. But before we go, I want to let you guys know about my friends over at Gamer Advantage real quick once again. I'm at my desk, at my computer, either editing, taking notes for videos, commentating, or just just playing games to end up getting footage for videos you're seeing on the channel. I'm also glued to my phone because I'm addicted. If you're like me, that kind of stuff for prolonged periods of time can start to take a toll on your eyes, and the effects of blue light will end up messing around with your sleeping quality and your patterns, and you might not even realize it. That's where Gamer Advantage comes into play, because their blue light glasses to me are the best on the market. I've been using blue light glasses for years, and for a while I thought, man, this $15 pair off Amazon, totally fine. That's all I need. But truth be told, whenever you're investing in something like your eye and vision health, just fine isn't something that you should be settling for. Gamer Advantage is head and shoulders above any other brand on the market claiming to offer similar results. They're the most comfortable, lightweight, durable frames on the market, and can even be prescription ready. So if you have a prescription, they can be cut and tailored specifically for you, and your insurance can help cover the cost of it. But best of all, to me, there's zero visual distortion in their lenses. Other companies will put in just a yellow lens that makes the visuals incredibly ugly to just negate the effects of blue light by sort of canceling out that color prism. But with Gamer Advantage, what you see before you put on the glasses is exactly what you see afterwards. Not even kidding, I even sometimes forget I have mine on, especially whenever I wear my clear framed Horizons that you've seen in the intros. So seriously, I've been using them since the beginning of the year and have had zero second thoughts the entire time. If you guys are at all interested in your vision and eye health and want the best glasses on the market, I promise you'll be happy with these. If you're interested, check the link in the description below and maybe consider using code ESPRESSO. It'll net you a nice little discount, because who doesn't love saving money? But anyways, that said, that's the update and everything that came along with it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys liking the changes we've seen so far? Do you think some nice progress is being made to Vanguard, or oppositely, maybe not so much? Feel free to drop your thoughts down below, but if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, and of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Vanguard. We still got a lot up on deck here, so make sure you stick it here so you don't miss a bit. If you also would like to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to chat with me outside of YouTube. Links in the description below. But that said, thanks so much for watching. My name is ESPRESSO. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.